Welcome all. Today's top breaking news with Gitanjali from Bayan Times. 10 workers killed in crane collapse at Vizag shipyard, toll likely to rise further. In yet another major mishap in Vishakhapatnam, 10 persons were killed and at least 4 others injured when a heavy crane collapsed on them at Hindustan Shipyard Limited on Saturday afternoon. Confirming the deaths of 10 workers to the New Indian Express, Malkapuram Circle Inspector Kuna Durga Prasad said the relief operations were still going on and the exact number of casualties is yet to be ascertained. The accident happened when the cable of the crane reportedly got snapped during loading operations at the shipyard. Ambulances were rushed to the spot to shift the injured. The police also joined the rescue operations. The toll is likely to go up as some more persons were said to be trapped under the debris of the crane. It is not immediately known how many workers were present at the site when the crane collapsed. Meanwhile, a tense situation prevailed at the shipyard with family members of the workers reaching there to know about the safety of their kin. Shipyard and police officials are not allowing anyone inside the premises and are taking up rescue operations. 10,000 COVID 19 cases reported in Andhra Pradesh. The state recorded over 10,000 COVID 19 cases, with 10,376 cases reported in the last 24 hours, ending the state's corona count increased to 1,40,933. The COVID toll increased to 1,349 as 68 more fell victim to the virus. With 3,822 more patients discharged from hospitals, the total number of recovered in the state stood at 63,864, while the number of active cases is 75,720. A total of 61,699 samples were tested in the last 24 hours. According to a media bulletin issued by the State Command Control Room Health, out of the total 61,699 tests, rapid antigen tests accounted for 35,024. Among the 13 districts, 3 districts reported more than 1,000 cases. Anandpur with 1,387 cases led the table, followed by East Godavari with 1,215 cases and Kurnool with 1,124 cases. NIT Warangal developed safe sterilization system. COVID 19 cases have risen rapidly in the district in the past few weeks, at a time when the scientists and researchers are struggling to find a way to control the spread of the virus. National Institute of Technology NIT Warangal has developed a multi-purpose, chemical-free and safe sterilization system, OZO NIT. The safe sterilization system, which has been named OZO NIT, was developed by Dr. D. Haranath, an associate professor in physics department, along with his research scholar P. Chandra Rao. The system was developed with the support and encouragement of Professor D. Dinakar, the head of the department. Resembling a household refrigerator, the system can easily disinfect vegetables, fruits, packed food, milk packets, masks, clothes, wallet, cash, watches, cell phones, ornaments, shoes, handbags, newspaper, parcels, among others, all in one go. With a click of a button, the device produces 500 mg of ozone gas in just an hour from ambient air. Exposure of these items under ozone gas for about 20 to 25 minutes will kill all types of viruses, fungi, and bacteria up to 99.99% without the use of any sterilizing chemicals. Once the items are sanitized for about half an hour, the ozone will be vented out automatically, said D. Haranath. Plasma donors in Andhra Pradesh to get Rs 5,000 each, says CM Y.S. Jagannath Reddy. Chief Minister Y.S. Jagannath Reddy has directed officials to encourage plasma donation and provide Rs 5,000 as an incentive to donors so they can get nutritious food. He said that efforts are on to reopen schools from September 5, Teachers' Day, and hope that by then things will return to normal. He told the officials concerned to give masks to the students along with school kids under Vidya Kanuka and raise awareness on the importance of masks and how to use them. Jagan also stressed the need for micromanagement of 138 COVID hospitals in the state and said the government is taking steps to be transparent in availability of beds and care offered to infectees. Officials were told to prepare standard operating procedures (SOPs) to improve medical facilities and provide details on the number of beds and availability of help desk at the hospitals identified for COVID-19 treatment in every district. The Chief Minister said that all details should be displayed at the hospitals on blackboards and wherever possible in a digitized format. He also directed the officials to monitor the medicines, treatment, food, and hygiene provided at all COVID hospitals in the state. Ex-Andhra Pradesh CM N. Chandrababu Naidu challenges CM to seek fresh mandate on capital. Governor Biswa Bhushan Harichandan gave assent to the Decentralization and Inclusive Development of All Regions Bill and the APCRDA Repeal Bill. TDP Supremo and Leader of the Opposition N. Chandrababu Naidu termed it a historic blunder and a black day for Andhra Pradesh. Who will do justice to the people of Andhra Pradesh if the constitutional head of the state takes such an unlawful decision in violation of the Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act 2014? Naidu asked, asserting that the TDP as a responsible political party will continue stating agitations and legal battle against the three capitals. He called upon the people to come forward to safeguard the interest of the state, recalling that Jagannath Reddy, as the leader of opposition, had spoken in favor of Amravati as only capital city for Andhra Pradesh on the floor of assembly. Naidu said the YSR Congress chief took a U-turn after coming to power. Naidu challenged the chief minister to seek a fresh mandate as a final referendum on the proposed trifurcation of the capital. I'll keep quiet if the people give me support to the stand taken up by the government, he said, addressing a virtual press conference. At one point of the time, Naidu turned emotional, saying that the government is killing Amravati. With this, we conclude with our today's news headlines. For more such latest news and updates, like, share and subscribe Payant Times.